the inevitable reality. That is what we are going to be discussing on today's episode. And like I said earlier, that I have guests with me here in the studio, and I'm sure inshallah they will be doing justice to the topic. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Jazakallah khairan.
Me.
Yeah. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
I'm by name Imam Muhyiddin Adeyemi.
Oh, okay. Thanks for joining us on today's episode, sir. And you, sir, can you please introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
Comrade Olasupo cousin Olayinka.
Oh, okay. Thanks for joining us on today's episode. So, like I said earlier, that we are going to be discussing Surah Al-Aq. Yes, that is what we are going to be discussing on today's episode. So, what is the main topic, the main reason that we are going to derive that? Why is this ayah in the Holy Quran, and what is it for? So that
all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all creations, and the very same thing belongs to the righteous. I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah. I equally attest that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his servant and his messenger, may their blessing continue before me this afternoon. Allah Akbar. The chapter, one of the chapters of Holy Quran, which is chapter 69. Yes. So it is a chapter 69. Allah Akbar. The inevitable is what Allah. That is what Allah means by called Allah Akbar. It has 52 verses. That chapter has 52 verses, and it is revealed in Mecca. So it is revealed in Mecca. So why the name? In fact, as you asked me, as I was asked, the people of Thamud and Wahad. So for that of Thamud, what are the punishments that Allah inflicted them? So I will quickly explain. So they were destroyed by the Togia. What we call Togia is a shout, unbearable noise, which the unbearable noise to the ear.
Definitely.
So that it means that there is nothing Allah cannot use to destroy. Allah has different things that can be used. The force. So we have a soldier, we have a police. Allah has many things. There is nothing that is not a weapon of destruction. Out of all what Allah created, to destroy them is a shout. For Thamud and the other nations, sorry. So the second nations, they were destroyed by the cold wind. Allah used cold wind to destroy them. And what the cold wind, so all of us used to experience the cold. But that one we are experiencing is the one that is bearable. Allah has one that is harmful. Allah has many. So we know that when the cold is 100 degrees Celsius, that's not 0 degrees Celsius is a freezing point. But having decreased it to -5, -10 or whatever, so it will not be bearable for human being again. So it means Allah can still use wind. So Allah can still use wind to destroy if He wishes. Now, Hatiya, Allah said Hatiya. This means severe blowing of the wind. The severe blowing of the wind. So if Allah uses it, so there are numerous of us, people on the earth will not be.
You won't be able to survive.
Will not survive it. So may Allah continue
to have
mercy on us. It blew fiercely upon them until it pierced their hearts. Allah makes the description of how they were destroyed. So that's how they were destroyed. So Sakaroha Alayhim, which Allah imposed on them, He made it overpower them. That the wind, Allah made the wind to overpower them. Sabu alayali wasamaniyat ayaman usuman, for 7 nights and 8 days. Allah spent just 7 nights and 8 days to make that destructions. Means complete successive and unfortunate evil. It means successful and complete successful and unfortunate evil. Uzuman. Allah says Uzuman means in successions. So it means in succession. So there is no way
the Almighty
cannot destroy.
Thank you.
That is one of the etiquette of the fast.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, is there anything as we have now, we Muslims that are still on the surface of the earth, are there reminders for us that we can see and we can use to remind people that this is what Almighty Allah is saying, that there is this day that is coming, the inevitable reality that is going to happen to we Muslims, so we may know and we may fear Almighty Allah against this day?
Yes, of course. So as we are continuing, Allah cited different, we said the people of Samud and the Wahad, when they committed an erroneous sin, having warned, having read riot act to them, these are my do's, these are my don'ts, and they've gone beyond the reasonable, they've breached the rules of Almighty God. Then Allah inflicted. So now it can happen. Whoever does not keep to the word of Almighty God, they can be put aside. It's one of the things that Allah can do for them as a punishment in here, but that one will not cease the punishment of hereafter.
Yeah, sir. Like I said, that is there anything that you feel or you know that you can use to remind people that they should fear Almighty Allah on the last day? Can you please tell the viewers at home, sir?
Alhamdulillah, the day of judgment, or let me say, the day where we will be resurrected in the front of Almighty Allah, which has always been designed from the Holy Quran. And I think our Imam here has said it all. We all know that this day is going to be squeezed to come to reality. We already know that, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu in one of his hadiths has taught his Sahaba about the day. They could remember the hadith when the angel came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu to teach him about the day of the judgment, about Islam. Here we have Muhammad sallallahu with the Sahaba. On that fateful day, the angels comes in form of a human being to address them. And they walk into them, they move close to Almighty Allah, in forms of sitting in front of him, and very close to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, and ask him, "Ya Muhammad, Abini ala Islam, tell me about Islam." So he keep on starting the third question, that really tell me about the day of the judgment, that will be the day which all the mankind will be resurrected. So he teach them that day. He told them about the day of the resurrection. So with the companion, with the Prophet Muhammad that day, the companions were able to learn from what Prophet Muhammad from where the visitors have tried to teach them on that beautiful day. Which with this, you already bear in mind, you already know as a Muslim, that there is the day called the Resurrection Day.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, sir, they said, and I know that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is very great. What are the attributes of the Prophet, sir?
The prophets of us, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So primarily, the most well-behaved human being is Prophet Muhammad. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and I quote, "Bu'aistu li'utammima makarim al-akhlaq." Principally, I was created, so I was sent to all mankind to teach them how what we call well-behaved, how to be a generous. We are talking of a generosity. So Prophet Muhammad is worthy of emulations, the self-tolerance, the good governance. So there is nothing. To substantiate it, Allah said in the Holy Quran, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ لِمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو اللَّهَ وَالْيَوْمَ الْآخِرَ. So if you are looking for a worthy role model, just imbibe the character. So imbibe, copy, imitates the habits, the way of Prophet Muhammad. So it's only Prophet Muhammad that is a role model for all mankind. If you are a Muslim, is your role model. In fact, if you are whatever religion, so don't let me mention any religion. So Prophet Muhammad has an exceptional character and attribute that is worthy of an emulation. So
thank you very much. Sir, do you have any attribute of the Prophet that you can tell viewers at home to emulate?
The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu we've learned a lot. So one of the attributes of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is that we need to be truthful to fellow mankind, and we need to love ourselves, and we need to love our fellow human being. We love ourselves.
Thank you very much. Sir, what advice you have for viewers at home?
Okay, my advice,
especially the youth of nowadays.
The youth of nowadays, I will advise them to shun any act of transgression. So because they should train softly in order to lure. They should not lure themselves to pursue the whole world, because whatever a man will become in life has been destined before he was born, before he was given birth to. So all of us should exercise patience. So whatever la maniha liman atoita wala mutiya liman manat. So what Allah does not give anybody, there's nobody that can give him or her. And whoever that is destined to make it, to become anything, whatever you want to become in life, no amount of hindrance or impedance, no amount of obstructions, you will surely overcome it. So I would advise them to train softly.
Thank you very much, sir. What advice do you have for viewers at home, sir?
My own advice will go to the Nigerians. As we all know that at this moment, we're in a moment of inflation rather. I will urge that we should try to learn from the ways and doings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the way he governed his people, the way he taught his people about to live life at the times of hardship. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Can you please introduce yourself once again to the viewers at home?
I'm Comrade Olasupokozi Molanka.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode. Sir, can you please introduce yourself once again to the viewers at home?
I still remain my able self. Imam Muhyiddin Adeyemi is my name. I'm equally Senior Special Assistant to Mr. Governor on Information Science and Technology.
Were you born a Muslim, or it was when you were growing up you saw the beauty of Islam and you said, I want to be a Muslim?
No, genetically I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
So I was given birth by a Muslim So my father, with my parents,
Yeah,
my
Muslims.
father was equally brought up by the Muslims. So it's not it's not that I inherit it. It's not an inheritance religion. So I was born and brought up by the Muslims.
Thanks very much, and thanks for joining us on today's episode. Yes, Ya Allah, we have done our best. Make our best enough to deserve your rewards. Spare our lives and give us health to worship you. Give us sustenance from which is pure, the spirit of contentment and character of gratefulness, modesty and wisdom. Yes, make us better as we prolong our lives and protect us from which that is harmful. Allah, Amen. May Almighty Allah continue to have mercy on us. Amen. My name is Mariam Owodoni. Thanks for joining us on today's episode. See you next time, same time on the same station. Inshallah. Assalam. Cater to dismantling doubts and nurturing convictions by addressing relevant topics affecting today's society. These lectures offers our conscious minds ways to address our soul properly according to the Holy Quran. Islam is a religion of peace.